and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about another video that has been overwhelmingly requested, and that is my skincare routine. I recently did a video on my hair care routine, and if that has already gone up, I will link it as a card. One of these two places, I think here. Let's quickly get started. Just like my hair care routine, my skincare routine is painfully simple. I don't do anything extra that any normal acne prone skinned girl would do. I don't mind the products that I use are not particularly rare or particularly special. They're very easily available products, and with that, let's quickly get started. I'm going to be taking you through the entire skincare routine, which includes removal of makeup, morning routine, afternoon routine, evening routine, everything. I'm going to take you through all of it. So with that, let's quickly get started. So the first thing that I do when I wake up early in the morning, which is 10 minutes before class, is I wash my face with a deep cleansing face wash. And the face wash that I'm currently using, and I'm not sure that I love it very much yet because I have only used it for about 5 days, and it is the Neutrogena Deep Clean Facial Cleanser for normal to oily skin. As summer has come upon us, I have realized that my skin is not dry anymore. It is verging towards normal, but I am extremely acne prone. I don't develop a lot of sebum yet, but I am extremely acne prone, especially here. You can't see because I'm wearing a crap ton of makeup, but I want to combat that, and I'm looking for new face washes to do that, and this is the one that I'm currently experimenting with. Then after I wash my face in the morning, I pat it dry with my towel. I try to. I'm not very good with this, so I can't really be a preacher, but I try not to drag or wipe my face, but pat it dry so that my skin is not stretched and parched and scratched and all of those bad things. Then straight after my face wash, I go into my toner, and my long-standing favorite toner has been the Artistry in Essentials Balancing Toner by Amway. This, you can say, is a little bit of a rare product, but I got this ages and ages and ages ago, and it has not expired yet. I keep a very good check on that, but I got this ages ago. It came as a gift to my mom, and she didn't use it, so she gave it to me. And till the time I have this, I don't really feel the need to experiment with something else. I mean, it gets the job done. What a toner basically does for me is that my acne currently is very painful, and a toner somehow soothes the pain for me, even though this is alcohol based and it shouldn't do that. This particular toner soothes the pain for me, and it cleanses away whatever I may have missed while washing my face with soap, with my face wash. So this cleanses away whatever could have been left behind, perhaps last traces of sebum or whatever. It takes all of those away, and it makes my skin and my pores extremely squeaky clean. Another thing that it does is that face washes tend to open your pores when you moisturize, when you moisten your face with water. It opens up your pores, and the coolness that is provided by a toner, it contracts the blood vessels, and it just closes the pores. Pores are no longer open, so it should theoretically provide some protection from acne. I don't really know whether this protects me from acne, but it does make me really feel really squeaky clean, and it does soothe the pain of the acne. So that is what I use this for. After I apply my toner, again with toner you want to saturate a cotton ball and pat all over your face. You don't want to drag it, you don't want to do any of that. You want to pat. It's going to it's going to leave your face a little bit wet, but it evaporates. The toner evaporates, and it leaves your skin feeling very squeaky clean. So while my while the toner is still evaporating, I just go about my business getting ready for the rest of the day. And as soon as it is done evaporating, I moisturize. Another thing that the toner does, it takes away any moisture any kind of sebum, anything from your face. Your face has nothing on it, so that can tend to be very drying, and in such a situation you don't want to leave your face just with the toner. You don't want to leave the house. You want to make sure that your skin gets its required hydration, and for that I'm currently using the Curatio or Curatio Acne Moist moisturizer. This is something that was prescribed to me by my dermatologist, which is why I'm showing you, because I want to show you exactly what I'm using at the moment. But at the same time, I want you guys to know that this is something prescribed to me for my skin type, for my particular acne problem. There are 100 different reasons for breakouts, for acne, and my doctor has prescribed this based on my condition. If you have oily skin or acne prone skin, don't just jump to this. Please go and talk to your dermatologist. This is a medicated product, so you want to be very careful with it. Having said that, this I realize that a lot of you are looking to get some product suggestions for skincare, and for that I do have something for you. This is another Neutrogena product, and it is the Neutrogena Oil Free Moisture SPF 15 Facial Moisturizer. This is, it just says oil free. I know that there is a normal to combination skin variant. I have not tried that yet, but I have used this for a very long time, and I really do recommend it. The texture is very similar to my Acne Moist. It's watery slightly. It's not very thick or very creamy. It's not very oily at all. So when you apply it, it hydrates your skin without leaving it oily, and it gets absorbed into your skin very quickly. So I do recommend this for those of you who want some moisturizer that is available over the counter, is not medicated, and is overall really great for oily skin. I like it. It's very nice. For dry skin though, you might not want to use this, because my friends who have tried this out, who have dry skin, have complained that this is not moisturizing enough. So you want to keep that in mind. After I moisturize my face, I let the moisturizer sink in for a while, and I apply my makeup and I go about my day. When I come back from college, the first thing that I like to do is remove my makeup, and for that I love using a little bit of oil for my eye makeup. And if I don't wear face makeup, I don't wear foundation or BB cream or anything on a daily basis, but on those days that I do, the first thing that I want to do as soon as my college day is over, as soon as all of my classes are over, is that I want to remove it. And how I remove it is, if you want a separate, a show and tell video on how to remove makeup, please post it in the comments below, and I will try to do one as soon as I can. But product wise, you know that I have loved the Rosa Herbals cleansing milk for a very long time. This was a 500 ml bottle, and I have finally almost gone through it. A very little bit was left, so I've transferred it into another bottle. But I really do like it for my face. It breaks the makeup apart, and then I wash my face, and it all comes apart, and I don't have to use very harsh products. So I like that. This is the product that I use to remove my face makeup. My eye makeup, I remove with whatever hair oil that I have here. So currently I'm using almond oil, as you probably saw in my hair care routine video. I just use a few drops of that on a cotton pad and and just place it on my eye, remove it. So with that, after my makeup comes off, then again the first thing that I do is I go back in with my face wash, the Neutrogena Deep Clean, and I don't take a lot. I take about half a pump, because this pump is really large. I take about half a pump, and I develop a lather between my fingers, and I apply it wherever, all over my face and all the way down to my neck, and with that, and then I wash it away. After we're moving from morning now. We've just talked about the afternoon routine, because mostly my classes get over der se der by 5 p.m. So this is at around 5 that I wash my face. I am not a believer that you want to continuously keep washing your face every 2-3 hours. I don't think that you should do that. The sebum that our skin generates is essentially beneficial for us. It's only when too much sebum is produced that we have problems. Typically typically I only wash my face with soap 3 times a day, and sometimes just 2 times a day. The days that I have a longer day, supposing I'm going out somewhere for an important event and I have to wear makeup all the time, I naturally have to skip the afternoon routine. So I do that. And then finally, when I move on to my nighttime routine, it's again, I first thing I do is I remove my makeup, both eye and face. I remove it completely. I make sure all of it is gone, and then I wash my face with a medicated soap. I am not going to be showing you that because that is a little harsher and a little more medicated and a little more, need doctor's prescription for it than even my acne moist cream. But again, if I was not using that, and that is a recent development, otherwise I just used to use whatever face wash that I have, so it would have naturally been the same one third time of the day. I wash my face. I make sure that I wash all the way from my hairline to my ears, to my neck, to my décolleté area if that was visible during the day. And with that, I come back to my room and I apply a little bit of night cream. The night cream that I'm using currently is the Lakme Perfect Radiance Intense Whitening Night Cream. It's not intense whitening at all, but the only reason that I'm using it is that it is oily skin friendly. It doesn't say anywhere on the bottle, and this is my second bottle. It doesn't say anything on the bottle that it is geared towards acne prone skin or it is geared towards oily skin. The only good thing that I like about this is that it doesn't make my skin oilier and it doesn't propagate breakouts. At the same time, it doesn't do anything to reduce the breakouts either. It's just a nighttime moisturizer with a little bit of something. I will have all the prices mentioned in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. But then after that, I apply a little bit of eye cream on under my eyes, and this is something that I also sometimes do in the morning whenever I can remember it. I don't always remember to do this, which is not a good thing. I should, but at night I always remember to do this. I apply a little bit of night cream, and the one that I'm using is the Olay Total Effects 7-in-1 Anti-Aging Eye Cream. I am only 23 years old, so I don't really need anti-aging, but this belonged to my mom and I basically just stole it from her because she wasn't using it, was just lying waste, and I wanted to try out an eye cream, see how my under eyes behave with a little bit of moisturizer, and which is why I have this, and I must say I like it. Anti-aging or not, it's a good moisturizer, it's a good eye cream. I really enjoy using it. So this is that, and you get like a whole lot of product in this that I'm probably never going to run out of, or if I am, it's not going to be for a very, very, very long time. So that's that. After my night cream has sunk in and I can't feel it on my face anymore, I do the last step of my skincare, and that is I apply a little bit of clindamycin phosphate gel on my acne. This is again something that has been prescribed to me by my doctor. I am telling you these things because these things, the Acne Moist and the clindamycin phosphate, are both available over the counter, but I urge you to not use them without asking a dermatologist first. I have no idea how your skin is going to react to this. I only know how mine does, and it works for me. But having said that, this is not something, it is at the end of the day a medicated product, and it can have very severe side effects perhaps for you, so you want to keep that in mind. In any case, I use this as a spot treatment for my acne, and I wait for it to sort of dry down a little bit, not be as movie aroundy, and then I go back and then I go to sleep. So with that finishes my skincare routine. I'm really sorry I couldn't come up with an innovative way to show you this. Perhaps take you around with me as I go about my skincare routine, but my current situation in the hostel does not allow me to film everywhere, except, in fact, anywhere except in the peaceful closed room that I live in. So I had to just have a sit down show and tell, talk about it kind of video. But having said that, I really hope that you guys found this useful and that the video has been satisfactory to all of those who have been requesting it. I really hope you enjoyed this, and that if you did, you're going to give me a little bit of a thumbs up and subscribe and join the family if you have not already. With that, I hope to see you next time, and bye bye.